Ah, Ōkami, a true hidden gem of the PS2, also a gem on the Wii, and on the PS3. This game has been re-released so many times, but unlike with other games I can think of, this title really deserves it. Its player base, especially on the original PS2, was quite small. The more people know about this game, the better. They even ported this to the Xbox and PC, and for $20, you really have no reason not to play this game. And while it does show its age at times, its overall originality and beautiful artwork still shines through. Let's start the story. So this game takes place in a fantasized kind of classical Japan. A lot of Japanese legends and folklore mixed in with this game, you know, warriors, demons and shit. But instead of playing one of those more likely characters, you play as a wolf named Amaterasu, or Amy for short. So originally she was like a sun goddess that took the form of a white wolf to pretty much destroy evil itself, with the help of this warrior named fucking Nagi. But this was all 100 years prior to when the game actually starts. Fucking weird, I know, but this game makes it all work, and all the characters and storylines work too. All the characters here are so colorful, but not just visually, but by how they're written. This game does a great job at handling its comedic moments while also being able to deliver more serious tones throughout its runtime, which can take you anywhere from 25 to 50 hours to get through depending on how much side quests and exploring you choose to do. The three main characters, Amy, the white wolf, Isun, oh my god, which is a weird 1-inch tall aspiring artist, and Susanoo, who is supposedly an heir to Nagi, which is that warrior that helped Amy 100 years prior defeat the evil bad guy, which is also named, oh my god, Orochi. I don't fucking know. That's all besides the point, okay? They're all written really well, and you see their changes throughout the campaign. Ōkami takes some neat twists with its storyline, which I honestly didn't see coming, but that has a lot to do with how original the game really is. Its setting, its characters, the way everything talks and feels, it's just all really original, and it hasn't really been replicated since. The only real complaint I had with the story is its pacing. It can get a little slow here and there, but the writing and the character design and everything else is always top notch, so it really helps alleviate this problem. It's overall a solid storyline, and while it isn't anything too special, it's executed really well with well-written characters and a good sense of pacing overall. Let's talk about the gameplay. Now this is where the game takes a lot of cues from Zelda. The gameplay here isn't too special, but due to how artistic the game is presented and how the art style is incorporated into its gameplay, really mends the game into something really special that no Zelda game has ever really made before. The world feels massive and interconnected, and unlike with Zelda, the dungeons here feel more seamlessly incorporated with the overall world. It all feels like one big place. Amy can run pretty quick and is able to jump quite high, which makes exploring the world fun. You level up, you get new weapons, and you learn new brush techniques, which helps you progress through the storyline. Amy's little paintbrush is what makes this game really stand out, even amongst Zelda games. It's not just used for its combat, it's used for pretty much everything you do in this game, solving puzzles or just messing around. The main goal here is to restore the lands that have been destroyed by, oh my god, Orochi's darkness. You run around this game healing everything, and it never gets old or repetitive somehow. Exploring a place during its decay to only come back to it when it's all healed never gets old, and you really feel the accomplishment because you are doing it yourself. The actual combat is nothing too impressive, but it gets the job done. You get a good amount of variety with the enemies, and the bosses themselves are nicely done. Overall, the combat itself gets the job done, and it's nice and quick, just like with Amy's overall movements. You really feel Amy's character grow, not just through the storyline, but by how you play her and by the things she learns through the gameplay itself. Let's move on to the presentation. The presentation here is the game's strongest aspect. The art style is a great blend between cel-shaded and watercoloring. You can pretty much stop moving at any point in this game to just look around at all its art. It can really look like a painting at times. The animations here are quite fluid, especially on Amy, and the cutscenes are also still well done. The soundtrack is phenomenal too, and there's a reason this game won so many awards back in 2007. So much variety within these songs, and it never gets old listening to them. This same variety can also be seen with the locations you explore and the characters you meet. Each area feels unique to one another, and so too are the dungeon areas. The game's overall range with its usage of colors is also impressive, and just like with its writing, Ōkami doesn't shy away from being dark too. One little nitpick I do have is the characters' voices. Each one makes this weird, muffled out voice, which can be a little annoying at times. Your annoyance will vary depending on who you are really, but for me, it was kind of a hit or miss. Due to its age, the texture quality is rather bland at times, but The game's art style does a great job of hiding this. In terms of what they've added from the PS3 version, there hasn't been too much. If you own just a regular 1080p TV, you won't see too much of a difference, but if you own a 4K TV and a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X, you'll be able to play this game in a 4K resolution, and I gotta say, it looks good! So fucking good. My only real major complaint here is the pop-in. There is so much pop-in, and for no reason. These consoles should have no problem with this, so I'm assuming it's due to the laziness of the developers who ported this. Overall, the game's presentation is superb. The audio, the score, the art style is still one of a kind. It's been a decade, and this game still holds up, and I believe it will continue to do so for quite some time. The verdict. I'm still surprised by how well this game holds up today. I'm gonna plorp this at a 9 out of 10. It's an amazing game filled with color and heart, and even though this port could have been better in some areas, they still did a great job overall. It's only 20 bucks! If you haven't played this game, give it a fucking chance! You're a fucking wolf who paints shit with a brush. I mean, come on. That's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this review. Like or dislike. Tell me what you thought about this game. If you played it. If you haven't, I don't care. What you think about this review. Drop a comment talking shit about me. I don't care. Until next time.